Thank you for your time today.
Yeah.
Let's chat about Tuesday's game, Stockton 2-1 defeat at home. What was the performance?
Obviously, we've watched it back and gone through it with the boys on Thursday evening. And from a manager perspective and a team perspective, I thought we played exceptionally well. I thought first 35 minutes was some of the best football we played. We went attacking, where we probably put quite a few attacking players on the pitch, which we came out the traps and played some good stuff. But the reality is we make it difficult when you go down to 10 men so early on, which can happen. I know Max is cut up about it, and it's just football. But for the application, the game plan, everything, I thought was going really, really well. And then for us not to give in, which this team don't. They worked the hardest. They played to the final whistle, but unfortunately, it just wasn't our night. And credit to Stockton. I think it's a tough midweek to travel all the way down here. I think with the league we're in, you've got to show them big respect. They finished third for a reason last season, established, and a strong side. And for us to perform and play the way we did throughout the whole 90-odd minutes was a credit, and I was really happy. Not happy that we lost, but big spells in that game I thought was really promising.
The red card clearly changed the game. Were you proud of the players afterwards for their commitment and determination?
I could say yeah, but realistically, before Max left the field, we had 3-4 golden opportunities. We scored. We also conceded with 11 on. So no, I think we did enough to maybe go 2 or 3 ahead before, like you say, conceding, and obviously with the sending off. But I was, which I expect, and I know this team will give, is fight and desire and never say die attitude, and fight to the final whistles. It doesn't matter if we had 9, 11 or 10 men on the pitch. And we've shown that already this season. We certainly showed it last season as well. So yeah, it was just a tough day. Would have liked to have come away with a positive result, but it's football, and we've got to quickly dust ourselves off, which we have, ready for Guiseley on Saturday.
And we're 3 months into this season now, this new league. Are you happy where we are in the league and the expectations so far?
Of course. And well, yeah, I mean, for us to what we did last season to now coming this year, really tough league. And it's not just how good the teams are and the players we're going up against, it's also the travel. The travel is tough, but we knew that. And for me, where we are now, looking at it, just over a quarter of the way through the season, we're in and around it. We've picked up some valuable points. We've played some good teams, done a lot of travel. So yeah, I mean, for me, it's always about sending the fan home happy. I think we've done that a lot of the time. We've had some fantastic following, especially on midweeks and away, which we really appreciate. But then also, it just feels like we haven't played as many games at home. And if you look, I think it's nearly 12 months since myself and Lee have been in the building, and to only say we've only lost 3 games at home. One was obviously last November, and then Trafford when we went down to 10 men early on, and obviously Tuesday night when we went down to 10 men. So if you want to put things into perspective, for us, what we do for our home fans, we've got a fantastic home record. It's going to be tough. We're going to still lose games. We're going to win games of football, but yeah, we're in there, and I just feel this next block of probably 9-10 matches are really key to then take us through into back end of December, early Jan, where, like you say, teams do pick up runs, squads do come into play. As much as we've got a massive squad, it's been really tough on selection and availability for some players, and we'll talk about that in a bit. But yeah, for me, I'm happy. We've dropped points, which have been frustrating, but also to come into a new league, to do the travel we have, to perform the way these boys have when we have had a lot of injuries. But I don't make excuses. You don't hear me coming out here going, oh, so no, that's not us. We get that, we knuckle down, we work even harder, and we make sure we try and come away with a positive result. But in a collective, really happy for the first quarter. It's a lot of football to be played. a lot of things are going to be happening, and it's just going to enjoy the ride, really.
So let's pick up then the squad, and there's been a lot of talk about the change in rotation of the squad. We've got a few off injured. Can you just give us a little bit of an update of where we are and how the team are?
Yeah, I mean, for me, and it is me, I feel we are the biggest football club in the league. Yes, there's some historic, massive football teams, but for where we are and what we want to try and do, there's a target. It's everybody enjoys or lifts their game to come and play at Hensford, which I would as a footballer. I think it's a fantastic facility. Lads look forward to coming here, no matter if it's a Tuesday night after 4 hours or a Saturday, with our fan base and just everything about it, and also the squad we've assembled. To go up against the team that we've assembled, it's a test, and the one thing I don't want to do is give anything away. So you won't hear, or the fan won't hear, oh, so and so's is injured, or there's been a personal circumstance that's crept up. This is non-league. It happens in the full-time game, but also where we are part-time, things happen, and it happens an hour before kick-off. It could happen in a warm-up. It could happen travelling into, which happened on on Tuesday, sorry. We've just got to overcome it. It has been frustrating because we have a really, really strong squad and a lot of depth. But unfortunately, probably the last 6 to 7 weeks, we've had a lot of injuries. And those guys will be coming back over the next couple of weeks. They're back in training. You can never help or plan for people having a personal issue come up. That's just life. But I won't be putting that out there. And for the fan who came to the open house or the open forum, whatever you want to call it, which was an amazing night, would have heard that. So yeah, we could talk about communication. We could talk about talking within management or team or club to the fan. You always see me around. It's just I'm not giving anything away before game, so that's on me.
So you've mentioned a couple of injured players there. I think there's a couple that fans have noticed we haven't seen for a little while. Blissett, we haven't seen for a while. How is he doing with his injury? Is he coming back soon?
I feel I can say this because, like you say, I've got a lot of respect for Nath. He's been outstanding the minute he walked through this football club, and still is. He's had a really bad injury. Again, it's not my place to say in the sense of the degree of the injury because I'm not medical, but it's not good. It's a shame because of how he's been and what he brings to the actual team. He may not play for a while. He will need an operation. But the thing what Nathan and Bliss brings is he's here, he comes to matches, he's around the boys. He'll always have a place within this squad and this football club because of what he's done, and he's just a great bloke. Gutted for him, but that's football, and like Bliss would say, injuries happen. You put your bodies on the line, and that's just the game in that sense. And he's got all the support he needs. He knows that from myself and from the football club and the chairman and the owners. Whatever he needs, he'll be supported with. And we just got to keep trying moving forward in the positive. So it's never nice to talk about a player or an injury, but yes, fans have seen he's not featured, and like a few others, like El, since Billericay has picked up a knock, which again really frustrating in the sense of I thought he was playing really well. He's a big part of our team, but again, if your body's not right or the injury is a little bit worse than first expected, that's football. But they're working really hard. El, Johnny, JJ. There's a list, isn't there? Joel, Gwilla again broke his foot in pre-season. We could just have a massive list of injuries, but what they're doing is we've got a fantastic medical team. We've got the resources and the support to help these boys get back, but we're not here to make excuses. You'll never ever hear me make an excuse about an injury list because that's just football. But yeah, it's tough, and it's tough for those lads because they want to get out there and put the shirt on, and it'll happen, but maybe in the next few weeks we'll start seeing a few more regular faces back in the fold.
So thinking of, we've had a couple of new faces that have joined the squad recently, and you picked up obviously Max there from Tuesday's game. Just generally, kind of how are they settling in? Are they making big dynamics in the team?
Yeah, I mean, some of it was probably forced in the sense of injuries. We've had to strengthen, and it's crazy to think that because of how big our squad is. But football, people do get knocks, and unfortunately for us, some of these injuries have gone on a little bit longer than we hoped. But everybody we've brought to the football club, like we do, we sign good people, and everybody that came to this football club has brought into the culture, everything we're trying to build. Yes, it's an exciting place to play, but there's an expectation, and the expectation is we have to try and succeed. We have to try and keep climbing the football table, and I do. I think it's been really, really positive. They've settled in well. Some great performances, and I don't want to bring too many in, if I'm being honest, because I'm really happy with the squad. I really am. From what I inherited to what we built last year to what we recruited in the summer, and now the 2 or 3. I'm really happy from a manager perspective. The club have supported us, they've backed us. It's now, hopefully, over the next few weeks, we can have a real full strength squad to pick from.
And you talk about the next few weeks, we've got a very busy November. What are the plans? Are there any kind of games you look forward to more than another? Travel's obviously not too bad, we've got quite a few home games.
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to being at home. I do. I think it's just an amazing place to play. When I played here, it is tough, and I understand for the fan as well, the cost it takes to travel, and it's not, we see families travelling, so it means so much to us and the club, but to be at home and with, like you say, the travel costs out of that, to come and watch a game of football, to support their team, and it's everything. So I'm really looking forward to it. Doesn't matter who we play, I love to walk out here and play in front of our fans. Even though I thought Tuesday was quiet, I don't say that often, if I'm being honest. For whatever reason, it felt a little bit, and so I need, like you say, next home game, loud voices, a lot of singing, banging of the drum. That's what we're asking for. But no, it means so much, and I'm just looking forward to this month of 4 or 5 games.
You've talked about fixtures coming up in November.
Yep.
There's a lot of expectations as a club and on you.
Yep.
How does that feel? What are your reflections on that?
I thrive on it, to be honest. I enjoy pressure, I enjoy purpose, just like everybody within this football club and everybody who's signed, my staff, Mr. Vorney, from the chairman to everybody. You have to embrace it, and it's a journey that we're all a part of, from within, and the fan base and the town. It's huge, but we've just also got to reflect at times. We've got to understand it's not going to go our way all the time. People are here to upset it, and we've got to embrace, and we work hard. We're going to lose games of football because that's the sport, but as long as we keep moving in a positive way and we're all working together and supporting each other in the right way, like you said, there's going to be frustrations, but yeah, I just think negative can be a man's best friend at times, can't it? So it's more understanding where this football club was, which we all care about, we've all followed for years, all been a part of it, to 18 months ago, maybe 2 years ago, we could have been step 5 and nowhere to be seen, but we're not. We're in the top half, top 6 of step 3, competing with some really established football clubs to attract the players we have. The fan base is only constantly growing. To have 1,600 on Tuesday, outstanding. And so it's a credit to absolutely everybody, but we just need to make sure we stay positive, keep enjoying the ride, with the highs, the lows, and we'll see where we are come end of the season.